How many messages? For goodness sake. Hello, anybody? Sorry it's taking me so long. Hello and welcome. Sorry, this took ages for me to log on for some daft reason. I have no idea why. And then each time I pressed go live, I then had to go back and hit the box of whether it's made for kids or not, which is a little bit bizarre. Hello, Carl. Hello, Liam. And Liam. And Madeline. Oh, your coin arrived safely, Madeline. Thank you. Too many late nights. Yeah. No, Mike is on his last legs, I think. And I think streaming doesn't help it. I think it buggers up his memory or there's something to it. Certainly makes it unhappy. Seems to tell to wake up as well now. So I came through from the lounge a little bit too late, thinking I gave myself minutes plus to get a computer working, but took me to log in for the British coin hunt. Hi, Chris. Oh, before I forget, I was asked to do something by by Matt. He's going to be taking some snippets from some of the feeds. I just got to remember what words he wants to say. And It'll look a little bit weird. He's going to splice together in due course. So, hello, I'm a coin jockey for the Great British Coin Hunt. That is the first one for him to splice, because he's put on there, hello, and he put blank. If you put on there, put in your details, I'd have known. So I didn't know whether he wanted me to be blank or whether to say it. So I'll do it again now. Hello, I'm Steve Fraser, and I'm a coin jockey for the Great British Coin Hunt. I think that's probably what he wanted, but he never specified, and I'm a stickler. How are you today? How's the weekend been? I haven't even looked to see how Leeds did. Don't even know whether we won or lost today. I assume we weren't playing because I didn't get any updates on my phone. Lights. Oh, on the Christmas tree, you mean? Ah. Now it's frozen. Oh, there we go. Is that the lights you meant, Madeline? I assume it is. They aren't that great. It's a little bit early for Bimbo, but there we go. Hi, Time Travelers Coin Exchange. Andrew Cooper and the Brain. Nice to see you here. You've changed your logo, haven't you? The Brain looks a little bit more jazzy there in that circle. Keep on getting phone when people change their logos. Oh, I'm connect. Been a long day already. Then again, I blame the Brain for part of that because I was up until the late hours. Watching non-com. So always dodgy when you go to bed about 2-3 o'clock in the morning because then your schedule's totally thrown out of sync. I hope jazzy is a good thing. Of course, jazzy is always a good thing. Right. As you can see, the Christmas tree is behind me. It's beginning to, well, I haven't put the tags on it yet, but I will be doing. I decided I think I might go for coloured ribbon or coloured discs, make it look a bit more like a Christmas tree. I'm not going to stick tags on it. I think that'll look a little bit silly because if I use a big tag, there are at least 4 silver proofs coming through. Got a bit of buffering going on somewhere. Oh, am I frozen to everybody? Moving on me, I can see my head moving up and down. Obviously, I can't tell whether the voice is there or not. Same here, time traveler. I'm good, Harry. Back now. Oh, goody. Hello, Disney. And hello, Chris Dyer. Blah, blah, blah. I have no idea why it's freezing. 17 a minute ago. Now it's down to 9. Unless people just clicked on I'm here and disappeared as a result. You've only got me till 10:30. And then our friends from over the pond are taking over. So you got me for a mere hour and a half, and I'm cutting out again, am I? Oh heavens! Told you my machine was sulky. I don't think this is my broadband. I don't think it's yourselves. I think this is years old, but in today's world with heavy use, I suppose they go quite quick. This is a Lenovo all-in-one kind of desktop one, which I thought was good quality and good price when I bought it, but maybe I've gone past its expected lifespan. I'm definitely getting a new one in the new year. Cutting out again. Good, I don't know what to do. I've got no other apps open, no other tabs. There's nothing I can do on this end to speed it up again. Apart from shutting down and doing a full reboot. I don't particularly want to do that. That takes forever. Right. Well, what were you chatting about on the previous stream? Anything we want to continue with? Any burning questions or desires? I've got another 50p hunter underway. Got a lovely Jemima puddle duck from my last one, which I was happy about. And I've just got another one in the can, as it were, on film, which I haven't uploaded yet. Where I was lucky enough to get a Foxy Bunny and a Peter Rabbit 2018. I didn't expect to see any of them, so, and a couple of Olympics. So all said and done, much better than the first one I uploaded prior to the puddle duck. My 50p hunt about 2 back was probably one of the worst ones I've ever done. It was appalling. I think the best one I had there was an NHS. Always horrendous in the news when you start going through coins and you think, this looks like the stuff I've just put back in the bank. Hello, Lorna. I'm not too bad. Just a little bit dopey. But that is not unusual for me. I think most people that know me would describe me as a little bit dopey. Speaking of which, let's take some more dope. Not dope, not that sort of dope. Medication type dope. Pregabalins, quite nice. Knock them down left, right, and centre. They just take the edge off. I hate blooming medication, but it's a necessary evil, I suppose. Disney saying, hi Brain, I thought I'd be able to join in with your stream, but again, it's too late for me. Any chance of a slightly earlier stream? They're streaming at 10:30. Starting the Americans are starting at 10:30 tonight, Disney. Look at that. Maybe your dream is coming true already. They're going 10:30 through to 11:30, I think. Not an hour, but 13 hours of it. Yay, look at that. Confrontational nonconformist is in the house. With mod status, along with his lady wife. Exquisite. Must say, the fact you got all yours in capitals, Con, looks quite stand out on the stream. Certainly makes a statement. Well, I suppose with the name confrontational nonconformist, having it in caps is probably apt. Having it in any other case would probably look a little bit out of sequence, but I'm the bad guy of the channel. Yep. All bad guys in one way or the other. Bad guys or else. Stream's going quite well. That's nice. Trying to think. Please tell me that was your American accent. Oh, I haven't tried an American accent. I can't do one of them. I can do a little bit of Aussie, I suppose. Cool, blimey, cobber. Get some snags on the Barbie. G'day, Spot. But I don't think I can do American. Never tried. I have a son who is my 6 o'clock alarm clock. Oh, that's not good. 10:30 is your cutoff. How old's your son, Disney? Will he still fit in the microwave? In which case, you can stay up. We'll get some snags in the valley. Oh, look at that. I love you at the brain. See, he said he's a bad guy of the channel, and then he goes all soppy. We're trying to work out now whether the brain is saying, oh my God, I'm dying, for hilarity in the confrontational nonconformist, and said he loves her. It's too big for the microwave. Oh, that's not ideal then. 6. Well, I don't know. Probably still fit as long as you kind of like chop off the limbs and you'll have to kind of get some in the mixer and all that. Once it's actually crammed in, it depends how big your microwave is. But I suppose we probably shouldn't be doing like that. That was the best Reg Varney impersonation I've ever heard in years. Get away with you. That's Reg Varney as in on the buses. I love you. Never do that. Hey, UK coins forever. Need to be coming on my stream. I'm glad to see you spell that way. Actually, yeah, it should be late the night before I start making these comments anyway. Wonder how you parented your kids. Well, I didn't. They parented me, to be fair. I've never grown up. They've all grown up. One's grown up enough to leave home now, but I think I've just got a little bit more childish as I got older. Anyway, kids are all right. Couldn't eat a whole one, but they're all right. I've got to be really kind to my kids because they'll be the ones choosing my care home, won't they? So I've got to be nice to them now. So. I don't want to talk about anything coin related. Probably not. There we go. Disney, I think for you to, if you've got a 10:30 of night cut-off time, you'll either get up early in order to see them towards the end of their day, before, i.e. mid-morning, when they're beginning to get a bit of hanging. Or you'll have to just pull an all-nighter and then be awake. Do it on a school day. You can pack the kid off to school and then you can go to sleep on a settee. Jobs are good. Well, there you go then. If you like coffee, then doing an all-nighter is a done thing, isn't it? Just make yourself some really strong coffee, get a percolator on the go, and you're off and running. Or alternatively, just once the kids woken you up at 6 a.m., pack them in front of the TV with a Disney film, and then turn on your computer and and catch non-con on the brain before they go to bed. Yeah, until 11:30. So on all morning, happy days. I've been educating myself a bit more with the Americans coins, watching some of the other channels, but I can't understand if the big kind of $half aren't in use anymore, how people are still opening rolls of them left, right, and centre, unless it's just hoarded them for years. Can't sleep in the day, even when I have very little sleep. With a newborn, crazy, really. Sure, I can sleep anywhere now. Service coffee, 10 spoons each coffee and sugar that keeps you going, yeah. NATO. Still in use, just not used very right. Yeah, I was watching someone flipping them through left, right, and centre and coming out with 30 or 40% and things like that. But it seems hit and miss. I think one went for an entire box and they found 2 really good ones in the first roll. And then every other roll was pants. You think, what's the odds? You think it'll be split between the box, but obviously not. Although I suppose I did coin hunt earlier on today, went through some bags of 50s, and I found about 8 or 9 Beatrix Potters in the same bag. So I'm assuming that was again somebody who just cashed in some from their save jar. Well, actually, one of these was Flopsy Bunny, so I was more than happy with that. We can use them, but hardly anyone does. Okay, make them anymore. Yeah, sort of thing to keep on to them before they smelt them all down, isn't it? Hello, Louise. Nice to see you on board. Hope your weekend's been okay. Is anyone else joining? I don't think so. There we are. Hey, that was a good cloud burst, wasn't it? Good old Jewel. I won't blur the screen again. I apologise for that. Looks a little bit weird then, but you never expect to get from one of these things. But buffering again, no blooming egg. I'd like to say it's just buffering between here and the States, but I suppose in the real world, buffering's buffering on the internet, isn't it? It's all bouncing around from satellites. You can't imagine it's going to be better because people are closer to me or further away. I'm back again. There we are. Right. I was saying earlier on, behind me is the Crimbo tree. We've got some prizes which are beginning to build up. I know there's some more in the post coming my way from various places, but thus far we've got 2018 Snowman, change checker packaging. We've got some circulated currency from Guernsey and Jersey. We've got D-Day 75 colour tank £5 coin. Well, I say tank is plain tank and landing craft is for D-Day. We've got a 2017 Roman package Christmas tree £5 coin. We've got, as I wrote there, tons of coins from Ian, times three big heavy envelopes each. So one for each of the prize winners. And I got today from Scott, change checker package, kind of pair set of both the 2019 Paddington Bears. So it is building. And I know there's more. I spoke to Chris over in Jersey today as well. He's got something on his way to me in the post, and he gave me a bit of insider news as well. But from what he understands from talking to like the postmaster, now bearing in mind Jersey's quite a smallish place, there's only X amount of banks and one main post office. It looks like there's a strong likelihood that if what he has been told is true, that as from about December, they'll be ceasing to make any Jersey currency. They're already a hell of a lot of their currency is English already, mixed and matched. There's a bagging and tagging and collecting stuff. But because there's so little demand for currency now, because everyone's using their cards and etc., and it's all kind of done contactless, it looks like they're deciding why bother making any more currency. We could save all this money each year by not doing it. So it looks like they're going to probably just use their stuff mixed with the mainland currency until it decides to just fall apart, or they just adopt all of our stuff from the UK. So if any of you's got any Jersey currency, there may be a sudden rush on it. But in the long term, anything that you're sitting on potentially will rise, because if someone wants to collect Jersey currency, pretty damn soon all of the sources are going to dry up. And anything, if they're collecting sets like some of the more expensive sets, like some of the higher range parish coins, the £1 coins and the shipbuilding coins, it won't be a case of people will be able to hold out hoping they'll finish their set by getting it in their change over the forthcoming years, on the basis that it's going to all be stopping potentially. I can only imagine they'll probably look towards moving it out of having the separate coinage, because it just start looking scrap after a while. So they may look towards removing that coinage and just keeping mainland UK coinage. But that hasn't been confirmed by any official source yet, but from what I gather, it seems to be very likely. So I've got to consider repricing some of my stuff. Yeah, Jersey gold, potentially. I've got a lot of Jersey coins, particularly on eBay. I got a hell of a lot. Mainly all the pound coins, because it's one of the things I specialised in. So yeah, could be interesting. I'll notice if there's any news being pushed out about it, because I'll notice a rush on my coins in due course if that's the case. But if so, I'll probably have to start rapidly repricing a few of them. But I wouldn't mind a rush just to clear them out, actually, to be fair. But could be something on the horizon. All gossip has a source somewhere. Most of it's waste and untrue, but some of it comes true. And it must be a bit weird for places like Jersey and Guernsey to produce their own currency when half the currency in circulation over there appears to be coming from tourists and that coming over from the UK. Because 50p is 50p and a pound's a pound if you're using a vending machine. Although they still use the old round pounds, but who knows? This is quiet. I need someone to say something, talk about something, bring up a subject, get me to do something. Otherwise, I'm just waffling to myself. And contrary to popular belief, I don't like the sound of my own voice. I hate the sound of my own voice. Hello, Louise. You tell me to hop on one foot or something. Get a shave, get away with you. I could say the same thing to you. Although, to be fair, I assume you're going to have a moustache for November, in which case, good on you. Yeah, you put me down for a £5 on the sponsorship for your November Tash. Looking good. I'm all for equality, you see, and blokes can have tashes. Why can't girls? Remember my grandma, she used to have some massive hairs from her tash. I used to always want to pluck them out, but my mum used to say I couldn't. But she was always a bit of a spoil sport. Every time she used to give me a kiss, I used to laugh. And she used to think I used to laugh because I was a little boy getting a kiss from his grandma. I wasn't. I was laughing because her moustache tickled. But hey, it is what it is. Hi, Brian. And how high falls coins and Malcolm. Sorry, I haven't been looking up the feed. I missed a few. You just had a shave. Oh, that's good. I know, but you know what it's like, Louise. Evening shadow. Come 5 o'clock, there it is. Like painting the Forth Bridge. It just never ends. I wonder whether blokes could get like that laser treatment on their cheeks and that to stop hair growth. And if so, imagine how much money they could save over the years, not having to have a shave. Not having to buy shaving foam and blades. Probably be cheap. You all know Rick Show on here. I don't know which Rick Show that is, Brian. But we may or may not, or some of them may or may not. I can't put my finger on it. Also, I'm normally told. Sorry, this not late enough, is it? No. Right. Well, you started now. You got to come out. Have you ordered coming from Gibraltar? Well, have you had your post today, Andrew? Because I ordered mine, and so did Chippy Doodle Coins, Angela Clover, and somebody else. I can't think who it was. And I think it might have been, got a feeling it might have been Judith. And we all received ours within the last 48 hours. So yeah, I've got my Santas. I got my coloured ones, obviously, from Pobjoy much earlier. It's I'm sure it will to somebody. Have a good night. Right, you're referring to these ones, Andrew, yeah? Let's try and get the right angle. Father Christmas with his, oh God, that's terrible, with his dog there. So this is the Cooper Nickel version. The coloured ones being on the cards, and the plain Cooper Nickel without colour being on the Christmas tree decoration. Yeah, Carl saying his came Friday. I'm pretty sure mine was, Friday, or it certainly went today, so probably Friday. So depending on how quick into having them on release you ordered them, Andrew. I think I ordered mine the first day I could. I think Carl and Angela did the same. I think it was Angela in that time. So. Time Traveller, I won't be back on, but yeah, Confrontational will be. They're taking over from me. I did one of Easter coins and more. I couldn't resist, Matt. I just saw it brackets blank, and I thought, well, does that mean saying nothing? You'll be sticking some. I've got my invoice here. Well, that's confusing. Monday 4 November 2. Well, that doesn't mean anything, does it? Yes, it does. Yeah, mine were posted out, or the account was written down for the 4th. So if it's the same for the 4th, so if it's the same, it will be the order date. In which case, yours should be any day now. The only fly in the ointment potentially, Andrew, and I say this from experience, is for some reason the packages get posted through. Is for some reason the packages get posted through. They have to put customs and stamps, but occasionally our delightful customs and borders and HM revenue open them, work out what's in them, work out the price, and then they do you over for. I ordered loads of the last year's 2018 ones in spits and spots, normally about 20 here, 30 there. On one occasion, I got a thing through saying you need to go and pay some dosh or whatever, and I think I did it online. Pay VAT, I think it was, and then I could collect them from the post depot. I was a little bit miffed. I did speak to them about it and found out that it was hit or miss. You kind of run the gambit every time you make an order of coins from Gibraltar, particularly if you're ordering in that sort of quantity. So it doesn't mean, but if they had, you'll be getting a notification pretty soon anyway. Hello, Kim, Madeline again, and who else? Marie, hello. Would you just tune the cut as per usual? Hope you're all behaving as if. Of course we're behaving, Marie. We've had no bad influence here to put us down the wrong path, but now you're here, we'll probably all go downhill from now on. £8 standard price for a hit, yeah. It is a pain, but supposedly you run that risk every time you make any order, so I had to, take it on the chin on the basis that at that stage I'd ordered about 50 odd coins on through the post before having any stop. You're getting close to not behaving, but always just holding in there. Just. Unless someone's mind is as filthy as mine and runs as fast as mine. I always have considered it a position of pride, really, that no matter how low someone sets the bar, I can normally get under it. It's a bit like limboing. Limbo down stick to fight people off with now. I'm a staff. Or stave, which is the correct spelling for wooden stick, used as a staff, not being a staff to walk with. Bizarre. I know it's great. I know it's great old English. You got so many choices. Usually miss if you ask them to declare. Yeah, never think of that one. But again, I did some PayPal me's yesterday or whatever. Or, deposit into PayPal, and it always says, is this a gift or is this for a service or whatever? And you think, well, automatically you hit gift. It's not, but you always whack gift because half the ones I get from China and America, that normally put it down as being a trade sample or something, which I always find quite fun. And anything that you get from China, they normally put down sample or something, and it could be anything on any quantity, which is bizarre. I don't mind. I would bits and tap from China for stocking fillers and things like that. I'll always order middle of the year. Give it plenty of time to arrive. Right, we'll say. Oh yeah, somebody English. It's like trunk. Trunk. Imagine learning English if you're a foreign speaker. And you then learn that trunk can mean trunk of a tree, and it can mean, and I suppose it could mean your torso as well, and it could mean like a trunk cable, so a major one, or it could also mean a trunk of a car if you're referring to the American. Yeah, how confusing, so many different things. And then you have people who suffer from dyslexia, which is a difficulty in getting the words spelled correct in the right order and things like that, and actually reading it slightly wrong. So your mind picks it up in a different way, so jiggles it about and makes it more difficult. So whoever came up with the kind of diagnosis of people having dyslexia, the one who got to actually call this new kind of thing at the time, which they're now going to give a name to, this condition, which was making wordplay difficult for people. Why the hell did they call it dyslexia and spell it so difficultly? It's terrible. They could have just thought, well, hang on, this is for people who find it difficulty with spelling. Why don't we just call it horse or card? They could have called it anything. They could have called it in DY, and then let's stick a S in there, and an L. We want to have an X in there, of course. We might be playing Scrabble at some stage. We want to be able to get a triple word score. And they basically made an absolute dog's dinner of a hard word for some people to spell, particularly these people who are suffering from the condition. I just thought there's some smart calling it a difficult to spell name, and I think that's quite rude myself, but such is life. All right, well, Peter, stop chatting so much. I'm watching, just also doing a 1p hunt at the same time. But if you don't have to watch, just carry on with your 1p hunt, and you can hear me moan. You don't have to watch me moan. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Right, Malcolm. Always find it amazing the stuff from China that can sometimes is quicker than the US or Canada, sometimes even quicker than, which is a jewel. It's called a jewel. JWL, JUUL. W again. That makes it confusing. But W is what I just said. But rather than Juliet Whiskey Lima, it's actually Juliet Uniform Lima. But W is the same thing, and it looks the same because it's two U's. Nah, don't smoke, Jewel. No, anything's better than smoking proper fags, supposedly. And having a few people saying, "Oh, I've got all of this problems, and I'm having this heart issues, or I'm having this chest infection from vaping." Well, don't vape then. I'm doing this as opposed to smoking. I smoke cigarettes, which was more dangerous. And these are given out. Oh no, well, yeah, it's all scaremongering left, right, and centre with most things. Some are saying vaping's, some are saying jewels are wrong. Some are saying vaping's okay, but it's only not good if you're going to be using something which has got THC in it and all that sort of thing. They let millions of fake cards out. Oh, that's yeah. Well, you buy the proper jewel from the proper place, and you buy the proper pods from the proper place as well. If you buy these from abroad, yeah, there's fake left, right, and centre. I buy these from a proper vaping shop, and I pay 10 quid a packet for 4 of them. If you buy them from China, from eBay, you can get about £3.30 a box. It works out a third of the price. I try to do whatever I do. Yeah, they may come to the UK as well, but they aren't the official dual ones. Those are snide, what they call clones. I love seeing some of the eBay listings when they actually call themselves genuine clones. And I'm thinking, that's fantastic. Headman there said he didn't care because the customers are drunken idiots. Oh, well. That's not all that good, is it? Not. All right. I'll have a look into it, but yeah, I get mine from a vape shop, and I know that they get them directly from the manufacturer. They're getting the big display cases and all the other fluids, though, different matter. Silly, welcome. Had a power nap. Well, my power naps are about 8 hours long. Bye, Malcolm. You gotta go. Hello, Lopes. 073. Nice emoji you got after that. I just got this one recently today. It's called the Blue, which is quite nice. like a lime slushy. Another cloud screen. Yeah, I blew it away from the screen. I blew it to one side. If I blew that at the screen, I'd totally wipe it out. But there we are. Please watch Indoor Smokers new video, Steve. I will do. Get a blue or something. Well, there we are. That's what I'm using. A blue. I've got vapes everywhere. That's one of my favourites. The old American Eagle Vape Presso. I've got different mod boxes every team. And I smoked all the way through. I stopped for about 6 months. Then I found out my wife was having an affair. Then I started smoking again. So, although anything isn't good, it's better than it could be. Because if it was me on a proper fag, then that'd be worse for my health than that. Oh, that cloud's sinking on me now, isn't it? I better stop using that one. That's a little bit too cloudy, that one. Have you got the Concord 50p set? Yeah, I do. I like them. I didn't like the fact that only one was available carded as an individual coin. You couldn't buy them all like that, or you couldn't get them in circulation. And the only way to get the set was to buy the set. I thought that was a bit of a con. You know, you can get one. We'll give you a teaser, but if you're into Concord and aviation and you're into all of that, you have to buy all of them. And we set the price. I thought that was a little bit conny, but we're finding that with all coins from every distributor now, aren't we? Be it Change Check, are doing their own special ones, like the ones who've made all of the hype and the publicity in regards to the pound at all. Apart from in the single one, the only way that you can get the other ones was by buying it from them in their set. And yet, less than 3 or 4 days after me ordering a couple of their sets, they're flogging it from Alabama in the bags of 50. I thought, well, they had on all of their stuff, all of their publicity made it quite clear that you could just get the individual pizza carded, and the only way to get the full set was to buy the full set from them. And then I find out that they're chucking bags. Made it quite clear that you could just get the individual pizza carded, and the only way to get the full set was to buy the full set from them. And then I find out that they're chucking bags of. Last time I looked on eBay, I know that this was in the last 24 hours. There's a bag of 50 crocodiles, and that was about 140 odd quid. Mine for a while until all of the main numbers on eBay dies down. I've got a few listed, but as Ian says, I've got them listed at the price I'm happy to sell them for. So if they don't go now, then they can just stay there. I'm not bothered. 6 days nicotine free, smoked for 16 years, vape for the last 5, nothing for the last 6 days of the week. Oh, not bad. Well done, Ron. I'm impressed. I work on the basis I don't drink that much coffee anymore. I used to drink a hell of a lot. And coffee has caffeine in it. Caffeine's a stimulant. My Juul or my Blue or my whatever has nicotine in it. Nicotine is a stimulant, same as caffeine. Hence why they all end in the INE, which stimulants do. On that basis, yeah, I'm getting nicotine, but yeah, it's going to raise my blood pressure slightly when I'm just taking a hit of it. Yeah, just the same as if I just necked a couple of espressos. But everything else, neither here nor there. There's no insufficient data and research and times for anyone to work out whether there's any long-term detriment to people's lungs, etc. from it. All of the big kind of scaremongering in regards to the earlier parts of it over in the States and that were in regards to people in every single case they were vaping a kind of cannabis or whatever in it, in which case that's probably the common denominator, not the fact that they were vaping. We do know that smoking no kills, so this can only be better. And Public Health England use vaping as part of their non-smoking campaigns every October now. Can't smoke in prisons, public building, you can vape. There's lots of places where you can't smoke whatsoever, but you can vape, and a lot of places that don't allow you to vape. That's because that's their personal choice. There is nothing to stop you. You aren't allowed by law now to smoke in a car with an infant in it. You are allowed to vape. So if it was that bad, then they wouldn't be allowing us to do all of the stuff that they're doing. Yeah, that was on health benefits by switching from smoking to vaping. I just, decades ago, I've been smoking from the age of 13 up until about 45 or thereabouts, so it's a little bit too little too late for me. If there's anything bad going on inside me, it's probably already been done. But obviously, the sooner I stop smoking and go on to vaping, I'm used to doing it, and it's nothing I can see any reason why I need to stop. Nothing I can see any reason why I need to stop. I'm not stopping simply because I'm stubborn. I do feel a need to vape on occasion, and I don't. Sometimes I can go a long time without even thinking about it, but other times I'm doing it regularly. Particularly when drinking. It's only when you got a bottle of beer or a pint of ale in your hand that you really realise the other hand's a little bit bored. Yeah, there was a boy hospitalised. That boy shouldn't have been vaping. He was too young to vape in the first place, and we don't know what they were vaping. Half the stories are only ever what they leak out and what they give you. You never get the full story for most of them. Most of the issues seem to be when people are, non-con loves vaping. Good, so do I. Most of the issues seem to be when people are doing things they shouldn't be doing with them. And there's a lot of ways that you can kind of materials, should I say, as opposed to, say, fluids designed for passing on nicotine. You can have things designed to pass on THC instead, and if you vape that and suddenly get a massive blast of that in the back of your lung, it can cause problems. You do some bad damage depending on how long you've smoked. Yep, I live with that one. It's like when I was my job, I've been basically like I suppose a risk manager for best part of 12 years. Everybody I book in is a risk to some degree to me, and I have to balance all the risks. I've always worked on the basis and always will do, even though I probably won't be put in that position again because I'm going to be taking retirement, that if someone is a heroin user or crack cocaine user, normally they use both of them, so heroin and crack, well, yeah, they can wait their turn for my nurse or my doctor who's got a long list of people before them. If someone's come in and they're alcoholic and they're going through withdrawal, I'll put them to the front of the queue. If you put somebody who's an opiate or crackhead in a cell and they're in withdrawal, they'll feel awful. They'll shiver, they'll shake, they might get a squirt, and they'll feel like death, but they'll only feel like it. It's cold turkey. If, however, you're an alcohol-dependent person, and I've had some really great answers from one person. I always ask if people fit when they're in withdrawal, and I had one bloke say, "No idea, son. Been doing this for 40 years, and I've never had the issue of finding out." So he was basically just saying he spent 40 years drunk, which I thought was a great answer, but he was being honest. He's never sobered up enough to fit, but other people have. Yeah, people in alcohol withdrawal can die. They're much higher up on my list of priority. Drug users, different matter, they'll just feel crap. They won't die. So on that basis, people who have a chance of fitting and carking it in one of my cells takes priority. And I think that works for every custody sergeant across. You can feel awful, but it ain't going to kill you. Whereas alcohol is a much bigger problem in society than drug use, even though drug use is the perceived big bad one. Again, if you put, let's do a social experiment. sorry if I'm boring anyone here, gone off topic a bit here. If you get 10 people and you give them all cocaine and stick them in a room, in about 2 hours' time, they'll all be fighting. If you get 10 fighting, you get 10 people and give cannabis, and you open a door in 2 hours' time, there'll be something to eat. So I would say that looking at those three substances, the worst one is alcohol, because that's the easiest one to get hold of, followed by cocaine. But yeah, alcohol causes more problems in society than anything else. And like Sunday afternoons, that's the kind of domestic assault afternoon. They all get drunk, they all attack each other, and they all hit each other, and they all call us. Messed my liver up by stopping drinking. I was drinking too much, so decided to quit for a few weeks and fully stopped. And then I was drinking again, but didn't feel right. Kind of fits. Yeah, oh, sorry to hear that, mate. Yeah, I've actually arranged for lifts from custody for my detainee direct self-medication. But I'd spoken to the nurse about it. And the nurse was the same opinion. The rescue meds, as we call it, wasn't even touching the sides. He was having severe shakes. He needed to self-medicate the way he'd been doing for all of his life now. And he was the best one to do that. And where I was based, middle of nowhere, very good chance he may not make it to the destination. So I arranged a lift. It's all in the custody record if they bother to read. I detailed it and put down my rationale a lot better. They just looked at the very last line and just took that and went off the deep end. They should read before they make judgments, but 'tis the way. What's this then? Hi, Pinky. I'm really tempted, but I'm not sure. Yes. What's that, non-con? Grandma lived to be 106 and smoked over 80 years. Yeah, fair play. Doesn't, yeah, everyone's different. Yeah, it's all dodgy. Anyway, that is so far away from coins. Lol, we're talking code. Okay. Not a problem. Yeah, let's talk about something coin related instead. Otherwise, this would be, I put a late show, it would be lecture hour. I don't want that. Late show, it would be lecture hour. I don't want that. I've always considered myself to be extremely laid back. I just go with the flow. There's no point pushing against it. Actually took some back today and said I'll put in another order on Monday. They said, we got some more now if you want. I went, oh, all right. So yeah, I got another 250 off them then. But yeah, I'll be putting another order in next week. I do like that coin machine. Can't believe how fast it counted. Any good finds? The £2 hunt I did, 500 quid's worth was pants. Nothing of any interest there at all, really. The first 250 I did was pants. Really pants, probably one of the worst searches I've done. The last one, though, I did off that 250 I got. Why does grape soda have the same taste? I'll get on to that second. Yeah, the last one I managed to pick up, you did 3,000 this weekend. Gee. No, I got the Jemima Pillow Duck I was quite happy with. And then I got, I think it was 220 or something I did this afternoon. And I've got a Peter Rabbit and Flopsy Bunny 2018 and 2 Olympics. So I was quite happy with that. Made up, I suppose, for the first search being so pathetic. I think I'm going to ignore 2 for a while, £2, and just go for 50p's. What did you get this week then, Ron? Hi, Judith. It must have been a good haul, Ron, if you're still typing it. I'm just impressed if 2018 £2 are so quick and easy though. Yeah, I know, but the 20 or 30 quid's worth of pretty damn common naff ones. I think I got one Shakespeare history. I think that was my plum find, and there's not a chance of anything decent there. So I'd have been happy with anything. I'm going to give him up, I think, for a little while. It's just we've had no 26, nothing come out since 2016. The Mint hasn't released a single £2 coin, have they? So everything is now has all been snaffled. Anything which looked new, and they've been years and years being snaffled away. Not a case of coming across and finding anything else anymore. Yeah, non-cons put a good point in there. Everyone does quick and easy. Go long and hard to separate yourself from the lazy people. So, 2 Commonwealths. England, Scotland. Well, yeah, I'd love one of those. 2 Newtons. I got Newton. Puddle Duck. 10 to 12 Olympics. That's not bad. Not the top 4 there. I got tennis as close as I got to towards the top. That includes shields and yeah. I funny enough, I'm a bit. What's that? I said, pick out the 2017 shields and the 2008 Britannias. And I said, keep an eye out for the 2002 and 7s as well, Britannias. And she went through the lot, gave me a big pile of 2002s and some 7s. They won in the 240 bag or whatever. They won a single shield or Britannia. I find 5 to 10 shields for every single Britannia now. Oh, you got so many. Well, I think you won't find them anymore. That's probably why I can't find them. I think you got them all now, Ron. Someone said that to me about the Olympics a while ago, but I've only got about 1,500 Olympics. 80 other than for the auctions. Love it. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. The record of his own to break 26 hours straight coin roll hunt. Wow, I would definitely be asleep. I was falling asleep on the computer last night. Last week I found 0 Olympics. Oh, that's pants. I picked up a fencing and cycling in today's one. So going 3,000. Yeah, well, you've taken all the Britannias, and I've probably got most of the Olympics. But the very first sealed bag I got of 250, I found 16 Olympics in there, and that included wrestling, judo, I think triathlon. And the search before that, I only got about 120 quid from the local bank, and I got on the football from it. So it's quite chuffed. And though in one foul swoop from one person, I think it was a car washer, like the Polish car wash. He was definitely Polish, and he had a hell of a lot of change. So I'm assuming that's where they're from. But I made quite a bulk purchase from him. So I went down to collect them. 250. Yeah, one of my tick over ones. I always get a few sales a day on those just from my eBay channel, and they're actually cheaper now on my website because I don't have to pay eBay fees, do I? So I could knock a bit off. At least I think I did when I priced them up. Well, there's not many people watching now. Everyone's gone to watch the 10 o'clock news, haven't they? Or they're all just making a cup of tea whilst waiting for the Americans to start, because they're probably a bit more entertaining than I am. But don't know what to do really. I've gone through all my coins recently-ish. Got no real ideas. Nothing's springing to mind to make things exciting or entertaining. I do apologise, but it's only this morning or lunchtime or whatever I said I could do tonight. I needed a bit of time off. So yeah, around me is just a wash of coins and mess. And I don't know who was on with my last streams to see whether anything I do again now would be just repetition and repeat, or whether it would be new. Oh, thank you, Judith. Much appreciated. That'll be nice. I did get some of these on, which you might, I don't know, were you around for my penguins, the non-coloured ones? Don't know whether you're around on my last stream when I showed these. No, I haven't yet. I will do, but I've spent so much money on coins this month. Although I do want them, and I will probably buy a couple of dozen of them. I'm going to wait there. I'm going to sell out. I quite like it. £2 coin, Santa Claus. They've clicked on as well. Not to do, yeah, the £2 one, Judith. They've clicked on not to mess around and play around with £5 coins as well. I think everyone tries it, thinking they're gonna maximise, but then they realise there's a lot of £2 collectors and 50p collectors, not many £5 collectors. So yeah, no, the Alan Man one looks quite tidy. I like it. Yeah, the British Antarctic Territory is produced by Pobjoy Mint. Did a series of penguins. Give me a second. Penguins coming out of my ears everywhere I look. I do like my penguins. Right. For this year, which are nice couple of pairs. Like in 2017 with the Falkland Islands penguins, Pobjoy have done the same by bringing out just the plain cupronicles. So this is limited to 950. About, I think about 50 for the 5 coins, but only 950 sets made worldwide. So, and I like my penguins. So I have to get some better equipment and everything in due course, but definitely need a better computer. Nice ones. And last but not least, the chin straps. And they've gone up market, Pobjoy have eventually. They've now with their certificate of authenticity, even though they're only giving 1 for the set, there's always just a little kind of scrap of slightly coloured tinged paper with their little bits of scribble on. Now they got themselves a little posh hologram. So got up market. How much are the sets of? If you get them from Pobjoy Mint, or you can get them from me, because I've got a spare set, but you get them from me, you're paying a damn side more, so you're better off getting them from Pobjoy Mint, let's be honest, as long as they still have them in stock. 950 sets, and they, on the website, it says about 41 quid or something. One thing to always bear in mind if you've never used Pobjoy Mint before is that they add the tax at the checkout. So you sometimes get a bit of a shock. So the price will jump. The price is adds on about 9 quid or so. So it turned out to be, give or take a few pence, about 50 quid for the set of 5. They don't come in any coin kind of capsules like they normally do. These just come all together in one little cloth bag like that. But as soon as I got them, I obviously put them into little protectors. But did we? Yeah, I know we did one, but I didn't know whether everyone else heard. So someone else might have been interested. So I thought I'd go over again. But my memory. Anyway, if you want me to tell you about there's a tax element as well, Lord, I've got to tell you about that. But yeah, no, I'm taking Mick that time. Yeah, no, my memory is abysmal. They say you can't have chronic pain and a good short-term memory, and I'm living proof of that. Hi, Kian. I haven't seen you for a while. Nice to see you. Just thinking you was dead in me, though. There you go. Lorna didn't know that. Lorna might be looking to get some penguins, and she would much need to know. I still remember the first time I did my very first Pobjoy kind of to see what the hell's jumped into my basket without me knowing, and then just find out that they just whacked on a big pile of tax. I can't quite see why they do it that way, because if I'm a UK customer buying from them, then the assumption should be that the tax is there anyway. And if I'm from overseas, then they could do it that way. But I just can't understand it. The UK, bearing in mind that's where they're based, but who knows. Hello, Oceans. Back again briefly. Okie dokie. Well, there's about 5 minutes to play, and that's probably why we aren't seeing Non-Con and the Brain on here. They're probably busy in getting up their feed ready, because they're taking over at 10:30 tonight, not at midnight. They're starting a bit early, which is nice. So some people who are normally in bed before they start can experience our American coin jockeys. Although I suppose you probably call Non-Con a coin jockey, he's more likely the clocky one, I would have thought, but host probably would be better, or presenter. But coin jockey is a weird term, but Ian created it, so who are we to change it? We just live by it. Although I don't think it's going to catch on in a global way like he probably envisages. But who knows? They may have a big global followings and everyone's there, but I kind of doubt it. But who knows? Anything can happen. I'm going to have to go and watch the end of the movie. I got my daughter to stop in order to come on and do this hour and a half. But once I've done that, I'll be whipping back over here and I'll be having a look and seeing what's going on with Non-Con and the Brain. And assuming Ciliaz will be in the feed, you will get mine Monday too. Oh, excellent. Cheers, Louise. I bet £10 a penny. I bet Monday's the day I'm going to miss the postman. I'm going to have for a brunch. Sounds very British and very posh, going to have for brunch. It's just I was invited for lunch and I said I couldn't do it because I was live streaming in the afternoon. So they made it 10:30 instead. Are you glad you cured the hangry? Yeah. Are you glad you cured the hangry? Yeah. Don't know. I'm assuming that's probably aimed at you, Louise. Have you just had... Oh no, organizations. Okay. Yeah, I just had a very lazy snack dinner. I was in town anyway, and I always like, they do a fig and hazelnut loaf in Marks and Spencer's to die for. I don't even butter it, I just slice it and eat it. Is gorgeous. So I picked a wash ham, reduced because it was best before the end of the day. So I basically just had like a picnic in the lounge with my daughter, and we ate about a pack of ham each and the entire loaf, which was fine. Have to enjoy whilst I can because I've got allowed it. Hungry and angry. Yeah, hungry. Yeah, I do remember it. I just thought he was aiming at lose herself with it, didn't know she'd gone off. Lose yourself. Yeah, there's a few words which have been mixed. There's one which a lot of people. Doner kebabs. Not gonna lie, it's delicious. How can it be delicious? Okay, no problem, Noncon. Just let us know when you're ready. I took ages coming on myself because I was having some tech issues. But yours probably having a lot more legit computer tech issues. Mine was just having a sulky, aged piece of. It's new to me though. That's what I'm angry about. I paid a lot for it, and it doesn't seem I've had it all that long. Can't see why it's dying so quick. My kids seem to think it's because I'm streaming off it. I'm going to cheat next time, get myself a desktop-y thing that I want for my kind of website and stuff, and then get myself a Chromebook or something for everything else. Because Chromebooks seem to be quite simple and they're designed just for the web, really, aren't they? So hopefully, as long as you've got a decentish memory, it'll all work perfect. In fact, I might actually cheat and get a Chromebook before I get around to replacing this computer. Right, what are we looking at? I quite often seen Pinky up there, and I never quite know who he's aimed at, as no one's ever comes up as Pinky. Is that you, City as? Phone lags bad. Oh, my phone's blooming ancient. It wouldn't do anything. Although, to be fair, I did replace a battery. That was a very shrewd purchase, I think. Quickly, a check on it. Oh, they're ready. And found out my battery was kaput like I knew it. So I Pinky in the brain. Oh, God, yeah, of course it is. Right, yeah, I never thought of that. Yeah, I'm not up with my cartoons. If it's something more Rick and Morty, I would have got it quicker. Right, I'm going to log off, and you should be able to have a seamless changeover. If you go off once this dies and goes back onto the Bush's coin, you should then find a new stream is already on there, and that's non-confrontational. And onto the Bush's coin, you should then find a new stream is already on there, and that's non-confrontational and the brain. And I'll catch you on the flip side once I finish the end of my film. Bye, peeps. I press end stream, and now my computer's doing nothing apart from sulking. You can't hear me or see me, but bye, everybody. Well, you shouldn't be able to hear me or see me, but this computer is taking forever to shut down this stream. Maybe you are still there. I see messages. I've ended this stream, so why aren't we ended it?